NRA News Resources Anonymous, where nobody brings you the news like we do, with this editorial.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
You know, it's an embarrassment to see this when one black man strikes another black man with a bunch of other people to see, particularly white people and others, races, to see this. It shows us lack of unity and a lack of solidarity. But make no mistake about it. When black people do come together as a unit, with a force that cannot be touched, and any other race will admit to that. And if they don't, they'll be lying to themselves. This particular slap happened the night Will Smith was to receive his first Oscar. And it may be his last. You see, the band has decided to ban Will Smith from Oscar affiliations for the next 10 years. And that's going to be kind of tough with a $25 million movie man prowling around and always in demand of making a movie for any would-be producer. In fact, I can't remember the last time Will Smith has ever made a flop. They've all been blockbuster hits. As for Chris Rock, well, we can say that the slap has somewhat resurrected his career that had been fledgling and looking for some form of resuscitation. We're hearing through the whisper stream, though, that he's been receiving a lot of phone calls for would-be interviews and possible projects in the making. But if I was Will Smith, I would have already pulled out my checkbook and wrote a sizable donation to the Chris Rock Foundation. Because, due in part to that slap, civil charges could be filed, and certainly criminal charges could be filed. In fact, the district attorney has been notified whether or not he'll file charges, or whether or not the state will pick up the case. Really hard to see there. One thing's for sure, though, is that both brothers are very talented, and that the white people and the other races saw something that they shouldn't have seen, but needed to see it. Just to keep in mind that there are times when we can become self-destructive when it comes to human rights relationships. But as for the Academy Awards that night, well, Chris Rock kind of summed it all up when he said this.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
This is NRA.